Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Is this working?
Yep.
Okay, sir.
I want to welcome all of you in the following order. The youngest members of our audience, sitting back there, welcome. I want to also welcome all the family and friends who are here to honor our new class. I want to welcome our students, some of whom are members of the Honor Society, others are going to be inducted into the Honor Society. Welcome our faculty here, and I'll introduce them individually in a minute. And then finally, all of you are new students in the first semester. So let me begin by introducing the faculty, and you'll have a chance to meet them individually after this is over in the cafeteria. So take advantage of this. This is the only time. This is the only time in the 5 semesters where all the faculty are here and all of you are here. So this is the time to get to meet them. So let me introduce each one. I will ask them to stand, and I'll tell you what they're going to be teaching you. So Dr. Akpan. Dr. Akpan will be teaching you pathology and all of the systems and disease courses. There are 5 of them that you'll be taking. Dr. Amla. Dr. Amla is a physician. She will be teaching in all the clinical skills courses and all the systems and disease courses. Dr. Atkinson. Atkinson, also a physician, will be teaching the clin skills and systems and disease courses. Dr. Ayubi. Dr. Ayubi is doing many things, among which he is a physiologist. He'll be teaching in the S&D courses, among other things. Dr. Banyas. Dr. Banyas is a physician. He'll be teaching in the clinical skills and systems and disease courses. Dr. Calton. Dr. Calton, also a physician, will be teaching in systems and disease courses and the clinical skills courses. Dr. Collins. Dr. Collins is a physiologist. He'll be teaching in the systems and disease courses. Dr. Figures. Dr. Figures is a physician. She'll be teaching in clin skills and systems and disease courses. Dr. Gillette. Gillette will be teaching in the metabolism and nutrition course, as well as the foundations course. Dr. Huckfeld. Dr. Huckfeld, he's Assistant Dean of Students, and he's teaching in the ethics course, epidemiology course, and any other place that we can ask him to teach. Dr. Indran. Dr. Indran teaches in the cell and tissue structure and function course, genetics and development course, and the human body structure and function course. Dr. Jha. Dr. Jha is a pharmacologist, and he will be teaching you in scientific foundations, as well as in all the systems and disease courses. Dr. Lockheed Johnson. Dr. Johnson, you've already met. She's Assistant Dean for Medical Education, and she teaches in the Neuron, Mind, and Behavior course, as well as clinical skills courses. Sam Johnson, Mr. Sam Johnson. Mr. Johnson is head of the library, and you will get to know him better than almost any faculty as you're trying to put your research report together in your 4th and 5th semester. He also teaches the evidence-based medicine course. Dr. Casey. Dr. Casey is one of our new faculty, and he'll be teaching in the 5th semester Foundations of Clinical Medicine course. Dr. Shamim Khan. Dr. Khan is a surgeon, and he'll be teaching in the Human Body Structure and Function course. Dr. Shazmi Khan. Dr. Khan is a physician, and she'll be teaching in the S&D courses as well as the Clin Skills courses. Dr. Mark Lee. Dr. Lee is also a surgeon. He'll be teaching in the Human Body Structure and Function course. Reagan Lee. Ms. Lee is one of the directors of the Standardized Patient Program. Dr. Linton. Dr. Linton teaches in the Neuron, Mind, and Behavior course that you'll be getting in the 3rd semester. Dr. Malur. Dr. Malur is teaching in the Infection Defense and Response course. Dr. Manan Sala. Dr. Manan Sala is a physiologist, and she'll be teaching in several of the Systems and Disease courses. Barbara McMillan. You will get to know Mrs. McMillan very well too, because she manages the testing center. And we calculated that by the time you leave here, there's something like 76 times you will be in the testing center. So you'll get to know her very well. She'll get to know all of you too. And she is also art director of the Standardized Patient Program. Dr. George McMillan. We met Dr. McMillan. He is our medical student counselor, and he also is teaching in the Neuron, Mind, and Behavior course. Mr. Jay Nair. Mr. Nair, I don't know if I wouldn't say often, but occasionally, because he's head of our IT department. Dr. Robson. Dr. Robson teaches in the Infection Defense and Response course and also in epidemiology. Dr. Sakrani. Dr. Sakrani is also a surgeon. He teaches in the Human Body Structure and Function course. Dr. Sangrula. Dr. Sangrula is a pharmacologist. He teaches in all the S&D courses, and he is recently returned to the island. He went back to his home country in Nepal, and he missed us so much that he's decided to come back and teach here. And we're very happy he's back. Dr. Sarmiento. Dr. Sarmiento is a physician, and he teaches in the Clin Skills and Systems and Disease courses. Dr. Sepulveda. Dr. Sepulveda is also a surgeon. He teaches in the Human Body Structure and Function course. Dr. Sivas. Dr. Sivas is one of our new faculty. He's a pathologist, and we're going to put him hard at work in all the S&D courses. Dr. Turpey. Dr. Turpey is a physician. She's also new to Saba, and she'll be teaching in the Clinical Skills courses and the Systems and Disease courses. And Dr. Young. I think you met Dr. Young. He's Assistant Dean for Academic Affairs. He teaches scientific foundations, genetics and development, metabolism and nutrition, and it'd probably be easier to just say all the courses except the following. But anyhow, he's one of the teaching gurus on the island. And importantly today, is he's no longer the last person in the alphabet of our faculty, because we have a new physician, Dr. Zisholtz. Schultz is a physician, and he's going to be teaching the Clin Skills and S&D courses. And walking in the door is our very newest professor and his wife, Dr. Iribor. Dr. Iribor is a pathologist, and you will get to meet him in your Systems and Disease courses. Have I missed anyone? Wow, that's a first. Great. Okay. So I prepared a few notes for the next hour or two, and just kidding. Dr. Huckfeld is going to be a long one. So anyhow, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the honor code, which you'll be signing. And someone asked me, one of the new professors asked me, is this the Hippocratic Oath? And I said, no, it's not. You take that on graduation. The honor code, it's a pledge that you take upon admission to the Collegium of Medicine. It is as you enter the medical field, which is the white coat, you sign a commitment of honor. And that honor changes as you progress through your academic career and into your profession. So those students who've had me in class know that I always give a brief overview of what I'm going to say, and then I say it, and then I review what I said, and then comes the exam. So I won't make any difference today. I'll tell you about the honor code, then I'll talk a little bit about particular challenges that you will face, and then I'll talk about balancing your life, and I did a little bit of that on Monday. So every profession has a code of honor, whether it's architecture, accounting, law, anything, and medicine is no exception, but medicine is different because people place their lives in your hands. And so it requires an extraordinary dedication to honor. And we here at the medical school take this code of honor very seriously. So what does it mean? As a student, what does it mean? Well, for example, while you're in medical school, you have to take attendance every day. So am I tempted to falsify someone else who's not there, put their name down the list? Seems trivial, but it is significant. It's part of the honor code. Do you ask somebody to sign it? Do I fake an illness? And when exam pressures come, you're going to find you may have a double block exam coming up in cell structure and human structure. There's going to be a temptation, oh, I can't do this. And after you're here about 2 weeks in the island, you'll realize that if you go over to the clinic, you can fake an illness and get a waiver. That, if you do that and you're not sick, just so that you can get an edge on that exam, that's part of the honor code too. What else? Do I really work hard in my studies, or do I approach it flippantly? Now, you're starting off relatively slow with scientific foundations, but this is a fundamental course here. And some of you have had this material before. Am I approaching it flippantly? Then it becomes more personal. Do I accept my classmates and celebrate their diversity? I've never worked in a medical school, and I've worked in 6 of them, as I told you. I've never worked in a medical school with this significant amount of diversity. Celebrate it. And what happens if one of you gets in trouble, which I mean can happen under very stressful conditions where you start isolating yourself? Watch out for your classmates. If you see somebody becoming isolated, reach out to them. Bring them into the group. Bring them part of your study group. That's all part of the honor code, in one form or another. Okay, so you finish here, you're up in the States doing your rotations. All right, how does the honor code impact you there? Do I take my share of call? Do I pick up my share of patients? Or in some services, you might be able to sneak out early and not take your share and let somebody else take your load. Do I treat my patients and staff with respect? Now, it's easy to do that for your attending or your resident, but staff and patients, and you're going to see things that you disagree with in your patients and in your staff. Do you treat them with respect? Do I treat my fellow students with respect? And again, if they get in trouble, do I reach out to them and include them so that they don't become isolated? All right, you finished medical school, now you're in practice. Now this is where the rubber hits the road. What happens when I make a mistake? Do I admit it? Or am I tempted to falsify or backdate a note? All that is part of the honor code. If I see a colleague in trouble, what do I do? Do I report them? Do I try to help them? Do I try to bring some sort of resolution to their problem? And then what happens if they resist and you see a patient in danger? So you see, as we go along, the elements of the honor code become more significant. The burden becomes heavier. But I can tell you from my own experience, and I think a lot of the clinical faculty will say this, that the more you make the right choices, the easier future choices become. Now, they're not going to be easy choices, very complex as you get deeper into your profession. But it's a habit. Make the right choice. Now, you personally. So I told you about the triangle, and I told you about the three corners, which are your work, which is study now, your outreach to friends, family, significant others, and yourself. And I want to concentrate on yourself now. Because one of the things that happens in medical school is you tend to minimize what's happening to you with respect to stress, and not eating right, not sleeping right. And I will challenge you here to think every day about the balance that I told you about, your spirituality, whatever that consists of, your physicality, exercise of some form, and your morality. And I bring up morality because if you want to be a good doctor, you must first be a good person. And I know you're all good people because I am honored to be your teacher and your professor. You have chosen one of the most demanding but one of the most beautiful professions of giving that there is. And I'm honored to be part of this with you. So, as I said, I look forward to meeting each one of you. And I will summarize what I talked about. I talked about the honor code, how it changes over time, about balance in your life, and about taking care of yourself, spiritually, physically, and morally. So at this point, I will tell you that you are here because we believe you will succeed. You wouldn't be here if there were any doubt. There's no reason why every one of you cannot be present 4 years from now in Providence, Rhode Island, when I take the hood in front of all your relatives, everyone clapping, you're in your gown, I take the hood and put it over your head, and I turn you around, and I shake your hand, and I will be the first person in your life to call you doctor. That's my goal. So I want to turn at this point, I want to turn it over to Dr. Johnson, who will be recognizing the inductees in our Honor Society.
Good evening, everyone. They look much better tonight than they did in class the other day. Welcome to the white coat ceremony. This is a great ritual. It's one of the best rituals in medical education, and it symbolizes a lot of wonderful events in your medical education. What we're going to do, one of those events, is to induct you into the field of medical education by having you don your white coat and by signing an honor code that you will live by for the rest of your professional lives. But another great event in this evening is recognizing those students who've already completed 4 semesters here at SUSOM with distinction. They have distinguished themselves by their academic work, and they have distinguished themselves through service to both Saba community and the SUSOM community. All right, first semesters, 5 days ago, you walked into SUSOM and started classes with great hopes and great expectations. Yes? You still have them? Yes. Yeah? Hang on to them. Remember those great hopes and expectations, because sometimes that may be all you're going to pull on to drag yourself through the next few hours and the next few hours and the next few hours of each of your tasks here at school. Try to remember the excitement you feel right now. Try to remember how happy you were to launch your medical education. These minutes will come again and again, but there'll be a lot in between that will challenge you. So, remember this over the next 18 months, and when times get tough, remind yourself. All right, you see this row of exceptional young people, 2 rows of exceptional young people in their white coats. They're sitting over here. Once they sat over there, you remember sitting over there? Yeah? Were you hoping you'd be over here? A couple of them are going, but look at you now. So there you are. Did the time fly? Yeah. Did it get stuck a few times? So we want those of you in first semester to be encouraged by seeing what can happen, by getting to move over to this side and work towards being inducted into the Honor and Service Society. And it just might be you over there in September 2018. Just might be you. And I want you to think about a variety of things. Dr. Laskowski introduced you to a number of items in the Honor Code. But do you remember that little bit of research we mentioned in class? The more you see unprofessional, dishonorable, unethical behavior, the more and more likely you are to start calling it okay. And that study of medical students, hundreds and hundreds of medical students, who said, well, because we see this all the time, it must be okay. And you know that's a human condition for us to start to get used to things that we should not be used to accept things that are unacceptable. And this is quite the task to work on constantly while you're at school. You might hear students talking about exams right after and writing down questions and talking about patients they've seen. Don't do it. Don't join. It isn't acceptable. It isn't. You might see someone with certain exam materials or information. You're not sure where they got it. Don't let it become acceptable. Don't let it impact you or your practice of medical education and ultimately medicine. So, if you want to become part of the Honor and Service Society, you're going to need to maintain a cumulative GPA of 86.0, not 85.9, 86.0, and these students sitting over here have done that. But you must also participate in service to both the Saba community and your SUSOM community. And so our students here have participated in a great deal of service, a lot of activities, and I want to just mention the activities so you're impressed by what this group has managed to do. They've been teaching assistants in almost every course we have in the school. They've been student mentors to help guide other students towards academic success. They've gotten involved in all of our clubs in various roles as officers on planning committees, as raising money, baking goods, a whole variety of things in these organizations. They participated and planned Diwali. They've helped with Orientation Day. They've participated, planned, and carried out Midway celebrations, welcome back gatherings. They are officers and participants in the SGA, the Women's Medical Student Association, the Surgical Club, the African Diaspora Association, Global Health and Preventive Medicine Club, Primary Care and Pediatrics Coalition, the Christian Students Association, and they have assisted in planning and carrying out the Eid ceremony and dinner. And I'm not done. Not only do they assist with school activities, those are all school and SUSOM related, but let's hear what they did for the benefit of the community of Saba. They participated in the Zika prevention outreach program and public awareness sessions. They've participated or helped with the Saba Triathlon. They have worked with the Saba Conservation Foundation on numerous activities. They've worked with See and Learn in the 2016 program, amazing program in October, involving things like diving a coral reef to help clean and transplant endangered coral, shark tagging, love that one, and capturing bats. They've helped with the breast cancer walk. They've supported Saba's youth soccer team. They've helped with the diabetic foot check clinic. They've volunteered at Child Focus. And they've even helped put on plays with the children of Child Focus. They volunteered at Saba's nursing home for the elderly. They participated even in fundraising for a new roof for one of the churches on Saba. They've even participated beyond assisting Saba, fundraising for a medical mission trip to Nicaragua. Wow, thank you. Thank you, it's really amazing. And so you want to start thinking that way. Get your studies in line first, though. When I read that, I'm going, how are you guys still sitting there with an 86.0 average? Watch for postings of activities. Take advantage of these wonderful activities that serve both communities. And don't leave it to the last minute. All right. What we're going to do is induct these wonderful young people into the Honor and Service Society tonight. And we're going to give them a certificate and a pin, and then they are going to give back more to the Saba community by giving a donation to the Child Focus. Yes, to the Child Focus group tonight, and this donation was raised by the previous Honor Society, and your donation will be given in the following white coat ceremony. All right, so let's get on with inducting these 17 fifth semester students into the 17th Alpha Omega Phi Honor and Service Society. These 17 students are joining 245 other SUSOM students, a large group out there who've been inducted over the past years. So I'm going to ask our Dean, Dr. Laskowski, to present the certificate, and our Assistant Dean, Dr. Young, to come and give each of them their pen. What we're going to do, honor students, this will be a very hard task. I'm going to call you alphabetically. Come on down, greet your deans, and then stay down here for a photo op. Okay, so here we go. Now, It's not just calling names. Each of these medical students have written you a piece of advice. And so what I'm going to do is call a name and read the advice they've written. Ren Joseph Abraham. Ren is from Brampton, Ontario, and he writes, "Congratulations on your success. Be willing to adapt your learning style to find out what works best for you, and enrich your medical school learning experience by getting involved at SUSOM and within the Saba community." Bertie Baskaran. From McMaster University writes, "Study smart, not hard. With that being said, take advantage of days off and stay on top of school by finding the right balance between the two so you don't burn out." Sarah Crawford. Came from the University of Guelph. Sarah writes, "You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose." Ruben Dalmeda. Came from the University of Toronto. He writes, "Having watched one too many old school kung fu films, Saba Med School is like the distant Shaolin monastery perched on a remote, hard-to-reach rock. Each of you took different paths on your journey here, but together all of you will come out as masters of medical kung fu. One of the 3 cardinal requirements for success, strong motivation and discipline, are paramount, as well as intelligence. The 3rd cardinal requirement is already ubiquitous among all of you. So stay motivated, disciplined, and work hard, and you will do well in your new medical kung fu Shaolin Saba Med School." Sarah Aram. Came from the University of Calgary. Sarah writes, "Choose not to have that easy life. Choose long nights in the library. Choose taking good notes. Choose to study, not party. Choose to start Kaplan early. Choose to stay single until clinical rotations. Choose the world's best noise-canceling headphones. Choose the right question bank. Choose the plane, not the boat. I chose not to have that easy life. And the reasons? There are no reasons. Who needs reasons when you can have medicine?" Inspired by the iconic Train Spotting book, and my father, who chose the same things involuntarily along with me every step I took. Devin Gergovich. Came from the University of Guelph. Devin has 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, find out what works best for you, then repeat ad nauseum. Number 2, don't believe the hype. Somebody's molehill could be your mountain, and vice versa. Always proceed with caution. And number 3, strive to be number 1. Because if you don't wind up being the best, you're still working at your own personal best. Juno Kim. Queen's University. Medical school is a tough but equally rewarding endeavor. Despite the hard work, don't forget to make time to enjoy the island and the friends that you will make here. Jerry Liu. Queen's University. Jerry Liu writes, don't underestimate the importance of sleep. Even if you don't feel 100% prepared the night before, it's better to rest your brain so it can actually function on the exam. Only study in a group once you've mastered the material yourself. Danielle Andrika. University of Guelph and Masters at McMaster. Danielle writes, you will all face challenges, either personal or academic, while at SUSOM. My advice is when these challenges arise, reach out for assistance as soon as possible from your own support network, whether that be your SUSOM colleagues, professors, or your family at home. Nina Pinchala. Finally, from the U.S., University of Texas. Nina writes, take every bit of advice with a grain of salt. Everyone is different. So when you find something that works for you, stick to it. Keegan Plowman. Acadia University. Keegan writes, medicine is not only a science, it is also an art. It does not consist of compounding pills and plasters. It deals with the very processes of life, which must be understood before they may be guided. And excuse me, Keegan didn't write it. Paracelsus, 1493 to 1541, wrote it. But Keegan likes it. Georgi Rakiani. Brandon University. Georgi writes, be persistent in all things and ask lots of questions. Always give your best and don't forget to take breaks. Shaki Bremen. Ryerson University. Shakib writes, medical school is a lot of hard work. As long as you're motivated and believe in yourself, you can truly achieve anything. And if any time you feel too overwhelmed or stressed, just remember why you decided to become a doctor. Laurinda Tatega. University of Maryland. There are no shortcuts on this journey, but those who are successful take advantage of the resources available, seek help when needed, and help others when they can. Katie Underwood. McGill University. Katie writes, very brief, always remember why you started. Moen Linda Wang. From Toronto. Linda writes, 4 semesters ago, I would never have imagined standing here today. I want to express my gratitude to SUSOM and my parents because they taught me that working hard is worth its price. Karubo Workman. From McGill University, Karubo writes, medical school is not a sprint, but a marathon. Pace yourself. Stay focused. Keep running. And you will get to the finish line before you know it. And enjoy the run. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our honor. I'm going to ask Devin if he'll come forward here. Devin is the newly elected president of the Honor Society. And Devin is going to present the money earned last semester from last semester's Honor Society to Child Focus. Carolyn, are you here? Hey, there she is. So Carolyn, working with Child Focus, will accept that. like to say anything, Carolyn?
No, I would like to know what.
First of all, thank you so much for this donation. We know the children of Saba will greatly appreciate this. However, I do have one question. What would you like us to use it on?
Oh.
That's something we can work on. Hopefully, for anything that benefits childhood. Okay, I have a suggestion. We are organizing a chess tournament on the 25th of May to go to St. Martin. May we use this donation for that? Yes. Of course. Yes. Yep. Thank you so much. You're welcome so much. Now, Honor Society, if you can all form like a 2 lines where everybody's head shows between everybody's shoulders, and we can get one really good picture down here in front. We can put the legs in front, perhaps. All right, paparazzi there in the back. Picture time. Once again, congratulations.
No.
So again, welcome to the 23rd triannual White Coat ceremony at the Saba University School of Medicine. I hope you've all made a fast start to your studies since I had the opportunity to welcome you on orientation on Monday. At that point, I guarantee the medical school will change you, and it will do so in many ways. It will make you hopefully more knowledgeable about medicine. Otherwise, we're doing something accidentally quite wrong. It will also make you harder working and more efficient. It will make you more careful in your thinking and more effective in your communication. It will make you more professional, and it will make you more ethical and centered on your future patients. This white coat ceremony is the beginning of this change, particularly ethically. But before I address ethical issues, I want to give you a brief note on academics. There's one road on this island. We call it the road. But it's also called the road that couldn't be built, because back in the 1930s, everyone said that you couldn't build a road on Saba. And then Lambie, with his correspondence degree in civil engineering, started building the road in 1938. They did it by hand. And after 20 years of backbreaking labor and dedication, the road was finally finished in 1958. This is an island where we do impossible things. And that's what we'll do with you. We'll take you, and after 5 semesters on this island, those of you who make it through will perform better than medical students back in the US. This will require enormous work and dedication. And part of our task here is to change you into people who can accomplish this impossible task. So we'll give you a series of increasingly difficult tasks. Foundations and Clinical Skills 1 is where you'll start, but the remainder of first semester will be much more difficult. Second semester, likewise, will be more difficult than first, and third semester is more difficult than second. Fourth semester, as far as I can tell, is about as difficult as third, but then again, when you get to fifth semester, it becomes yet more difficult. And of course, once you head off to your rotations on the wards, the number of hours you'll work will only increase. And that will happen again once you match into a residency. But remember, we're focused on the same goal. And the difficulty of this program is not determined by caprice, but by the unyielding nature of the external standards that must be met. We don't, however, want to make you just hardworking and efficient. We also want to change you ethically and to orient you towards the value of humans. The values of medicine are a turn away from the selfish, the abstract, and the uncaring, and towards an altruistic focus on others and their concrete particular needs. We'll train you to not only know how to help your patients, but will also encourage changes in your character so that you become a person who more naturally empathizes with their suffering and concerns and who naturally responds to those concerns with both caring and respect. This white coat ceremony is the beginning of that change, so I want to take a moment to note the importance of the ceremony itself and then the symbol of the white coat. The ceremony dates back to 1993 when it was instituted at Columbia University in New York. It's now practiced at over 90% of medical schools in the United States. The use of the white coat, on the other hand, began at the end of the 19th century as a shift away from the traditional black attire and was driven by the need for antisepsis and cleanliness. From that beginning, the white coat has come to represent symbols of purity, competence, and excellence, but more so a symbol of service, sacrifice, and purity. You can't hide stains on a white coat. Likewise, you as physicians will live under a much greater degree of scrutiny and be held to higher standards than those in other professions. Soon, Doctors Pinlock and Sarmiento will help you don the short-length white coat that denotes a physician in training. You'll begin the process of working towards earning the long white coat worn by practicing physicians. In the context of this symbol of the white coat and the ceremony you're about to participate in, remember that symbols and ceremonies have power. Ceremonies are a chance to reflect and be influenced in a positive way. Long after the ceremonies are over, they provide you an opportunity to look back and remember this influence. The beginning of a long process of change, such that whenever you put on your white coat, you can remember what it symbolizes and what you're striving to become. After you don your white coat, Dr. Young will lead you in reciting the honor pledge. Remember to take that pledge seriously, but also know that your development to physicians goes far beyond this evening when you make this pledge and encompasses ethical requirements and opportunities for care far beyond those that can be included in a simple pledge. So congratulations on your admissions again. Remember to focus not only on your studies, but on who you're becoming. We expect that each of you will surmount the challenges you face and go on to excel as practicing physicians. I'll invite Priyanka Patel up, who's the president of our Student Government Association.
To our distinguished faculty, staff, fellow students, friends, and family, welcome. To the incoming class, it is with great honor that I invite you and welcome you to the May 2017 White Coat Ceremony, or as I like to see it, the first day of the rest of your life. As I peer into the audience and I see such bright-eyed, inquisitive, and overjoyed students, I can't help but feel nostalgic. I was one of many sitting in those very seats a year ago. I'd like to describe time at SUSOM as though the days are very long, and yet you blink and an entire year will pass by. As I recall that white coat ceremony, I empathize with how many of you might be feeling right now. A true dichotomy of emotions. Feelings of fear, but of sheer excitement. Full of nerves, and yet very curious about this new chapter of your life. In shock that you did actually move to a rock in the middle of the ocean. And yet, ready to take the plunge to explore your new home. To those who are a bit nervous or scared, I implore you to step out of your comfort zone and take new chances. Join a club, get involved, meet the people to your left and right. They might just become your best friends. And to those that are a little extra excited and maybe what we call keeners, remember to maintain humility. Med school's not easy. In fact, I dare to say it's the antithesis of easy. But isn't that what makes the pursuit worthwhile? I'd be lying if I said I slept well every night, ate healthy food every day, and exercised all the time. But what I can tell you is that the reward of finally understanding a concept after spending hours and hours of learning it in the relentless pursuit of knowledge, and even maybe getting a good grade after putting in the hard work, is a feeling unlike any other, and a feeling I hope you come to know very well. Now, you may not have that feeling after every exam, and that's okay. You might find that you failed an exam, or did far below what you had ever expected of yourself. I know I have multiple times. But I think it's far better to fail a test than to fail yourself. And to fail yourself is to give up. Medical school is a marathon, not for the faints of heart. And to fail is okay. I think it's actually healthy. It's a heart check that while we are some of the most brilliant and most teachable minds, we're not infallible. So if you fail, try again. And if you fail again, keep going. Our former anatomy professor, Dr. Kumar, once told us that one day, all that will be standing between your patient and their grave is you and the knowledge you have come to possess. So keep moving forward. Hopefully I haven't scared you too much, and you're still really excited to begin this journey. You've having worked so hard and already accomplished so much, you should be so proud to put on your well-deserved white coat today. From this day forward, when you work with patients, whether real or standardized, you will don the white coat. The coat symbolizes trust, knowledge, responsibility, duty, and a commitment to health. To wear this coat is a privilege, so treat it as such. Here's some tidbits of advice I'd like to leave you with. I know you've already gotten a bunch. Take it one day at a time. Don't worry about your next course or the next semester or rotations. Worry about the task that's in front of you. It'll be enough on your plate. Take some me time, whether that be vegging out, watching Netflix all night, or dancing at Topo's like you can be tonight at the welcome back party, or taking advantage of the pristine trails that are all over Saba. You'll need it so you don't get burnt out. Ask for help. Believe it or not, your professors really do care about you. They want you to prosper. They want you to succeed. So take advantage of the fact that they have a really great number of office hours. And get some sleep. Your pillow will be your very best friend for the next 18 months. My last piece of advice to me is the most important. You're not competing against each other. I know it seems like you are, but you're really competing against yourself. After each exam, try to do better. Learn more, attain more, remember more. Because in the end, you're the one who's going to become the physician. William Osler once said, "The practice of medicine is an art, not a trade. It is a calling and not a business. You are answering this call." When school gets hard, and when you get at your wit's end, which you will, at being at a rock in the middle of the ocean so far from home, remember exactly how you feel right now. Remember why you chose this profession above all other professions that you could have picked. Because, in the words of my favorite author, Dr. Seuss, as Sarah started to say, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where you'll go. Congratulations, and may the odds be ever in your favor. I'd like to welcome up the Spring 2017 SGA President. Vince, sorry, his name's Vince.
Thank you, Priyanka. Good evening, everyone. So I'm here to present a donation from the SGA. It's tradition that every year during the spring semester, we hold a really big event. And this event is an auction. And we get donations from all across the island, as well as donations from our professors. They dedicate their time and efforts in making, cakes, pizzas, and delivering them, cliff jumping, hikes, and tutoring sessions and suturing sessions. So today, I would like to call down Carl from the Lions Club. Is Carl here? Yeah. Okay. We've managed to raise $575 for the Lions Club. And also, we have a generous donation from a 5th semester who is no longer here. Actually, he's a 6th semester now. He just finished his exit, and now he's preparing for the step 1. He was the president of the French club, and he donated his time by making lots of crepes, and he made $500. So, let me summarize. I have about $1,000 here for that job.
On behalf of the Lions Club, we want to just say thank you again for keeping us in mind and always supporting us in our activities as well throughout our community. So thank you.
So at this point, we would like to call up Dr. Sarmiento. And Dr. Pinlock is not with us yet, so Dr. Atkinson will help us don the white coat. For you guys, make sure that your jacket is not buttoned. Okay. So the first row will stand up. Come over.
Okay. Am I in between?
No, 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 not problem.
Hello. Hi. My name is Joanne Chevalao. I am from Houston, Texas, originally from Ponce, Puerto Rico. My major in undergrad was biology.
Hi, my name is Christina Arguelles. I am from Miami, Florida, and my major was biology.
Hi, my name is Idil Asghar, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. I went to the University of Toronto where I specialized in neuroscience.
Hello, my name is Amber Augustine. I'm from Tampa, Florida, and my major was chemistry.
Hi, my name is Anshul Bajaj. I'm from Brampton, Ontario. I went to the University of Toronto and I majored in neuroscience and psychology.
Hi, my name is Bisma Basharat. I'm from Mississauga, Ontario. I went to McMaster University, and my major was life science.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Brushett. I'm from Sydney, Nova Scotia. I went to Cape Breton University, and my major was biology.
My name is Benjamin Burdorf, from Minnesota. My major was neuroscience.
Hi, my name is Sonali Desai. I'm from Corona, California. I went to the University of California, Irvine, and majored in public health. Hello, I'm Brittany Dickinson. I went to CSU Channel Islands, and I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in biology.
Hello, I'm John Algersma from Florida, Ontario, and I went to Brock University for health sciences.
Hi, I'm Maria Fahmy. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, and I had biological sciences major. Hi, my name is Amina Farouk. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, and I did a major in biology.
Hi, my name is Celeste Ferguson. I'm from Winnipeg, Canada, and I went to Western University, and I majored in medical science and biology.
My name is Wesley Folsom. I am from Maui, Hawaii. I went to Georgetown College, and my major is biology.
Hi, I'm Samantha Nesh at Emily Garas. I'm from Pickering, Ontario, Canada. I have a double major, human biology and psychology, as well as a minor in theater and performance arts studies from the University of Toronto at Scarborough.
My name is Oren. I'm from Miami, originally from Toronto, and my major was biology.
Hi, my name is Parithi Kane. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I went to University of Alberta, and I majored in biological and physical sciences, and I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rachel Hicks. I majored in nursing at Brock University. I'm from St. Catharines, and I've been a certified ER nurse for the last 3 years.
Hi, my name is Haley Howell. I'm from Whitby, Ontario. I went to St. Francis Xavier University, and I majored in kinesiology.
My name is Dwayne Hurst from New York. School is SUSOM. My major is biological science. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mary Jaju, and I am from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And I also majored in biology, and I'm really excited to be here.
Hi, my name is Simran Joel. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and I majored in biochemistry.
Hi, I'm Ahmad Kanir. I'm from Chicago. I went to Northeastern Illinois University. I majored in biology and minored in chemistry. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Christina Kimball. I graduated from Columbus State University in Columbus, Georgia with a BS in biology.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Lettner. I came from Toronto and I majored in biology.
Hello, my name is Michelle Lynn. I'm from Silverado, California. I went to UC San Diego and majored in physiology.
I am Jason Lindner. I'm from Virginia, USA. I'm a graduate of University of New Hampshire's Biological Sciences program.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel Llamas. I'm from Port Hueneme, California. I went to Cal State Channel Islands and I am a biology major.
Hi, my name is Gaurav Lusra. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta. I went to University of Alberta. I majored in biology.
Hello, my name is Brianna Mabry. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I went to Notre Dame of Maryland University and I majored in biology.
Hello, Brian McLaughlin, San Francisco by way of Connecticut, University of Vermont, political science.
Hello, my name is Brandon Nightingale. I'm from Warren, Ohio. I graduated from Youngstown State University with a major in biology and a minor in chemistry.
Hello, my name is Ebinahita Obo. I'm originally from Nigeria. I graduated from Georgia State University. I'm from Atlanta.
Hello, my name is Tochi Obagu. I'm from Toronto, originally from Nigeria. I have a bachelor's in health science and a bachelor's in nursing. I was a registered nurse in the NICU and pediatrics.
Hi, I'm Nishi Parikh from Brampton, Ontario. I went to Western University where I did a double major in medical sciences and biology.
I am Charles Perez. I'm from Miami, Florida. I have a bachelor's in biological science from Florida International University.
Hello, I'm Sarah Phillips. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I went to University of Florida and University of South Florida. I got my majors in psychology and biomedical science.
Hello, I'm Thomas Pulliam. I'm from Missouri. I majored in biology.
Hello, I'm Nisha Rugeley from Atlanta, Georgia, originally from California. I graduated from Tuskegee University, majored in biology.
Hello, my name is Anusha Saba. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and my major was biomedical sciences.
Hello, I'm Ikshita Sahi from Brampton, Ontario, and my major was in biochemistry at McMaster.
Hello, I'm Hamad Siddiqui. I'm from Toronto and I majored in biology.
Hi, my name is Elise Soleil. I am coming from Kansas City, Missouri. I majored in nursing and pre-med. I worked in an ER and level 1 trauma center for the last 3 years.
Hi, I'm Alexander Somerville. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I majored in biology.
My name is Shanice Stewart. I'm from Pickering, Ontario, and I attended Brock University for medical sciences.
Hi, my name is Chris Terrio. I'm originally from Kemptville, Nova Scotia. I went to York University where I received my PhD in molecular integrative human physiology.
Hi, my name is Hina Ukraini. I'm from Waterloo, and I majored in biomedical sciences at the University of Waterloo.
Hi, my name is Natalie Wheatfeld. I went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and I double majored in genetics and English.
Hello, everybody. My name is Oluwashina Williams. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. I live in New York now, and I did a master's in biomedical sciences.
Hi, my name is Matt Zagorowski. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Went to Wayne State University where I got a degree in economics specializing in international development.
My name is Sami Zahid. I am from Sarnia, Ontario. I went to Western University and I did a double major in medical science and biology.
Yeah, Sammy.
How's it feel? Did it fit okay? Yeah, feels pretty good. Congratulations, well done. Excellent. The reality is that in a few short years, you will be physicians. You will be practicing the healing art of medicine. You will be known as doctor. How's that sound? That title, doctor, carries enormous responsibility. Not only will you be, of course, caring for the sick, you will be a role model for society. You will be expected to epitomize the morals, the ethics, and the behavior that society demands of you. You will have to set the professional example. That's a high, high standard to set. So we have a code of conduct at Saba University that reflects these values. It is our honor code, as you heard earlier this evening. This honor code includes the initial steps to thinking like a doctor, behaving like a doctor, and representing the highest expectations of your profession. When you read these words of the honor code, as we will in just a second, know that you do so in the presence of your peers, your instructors, and most importantly, your families. So if you can now stand, please. The honor code's on the back of the sheet there you've got. So we'll start it off, and join in. As a student of Saba University, thank you, congratulations, and welcome to your medical career. Saba, you want to say a few words?
You guys can have it. My name is Saba. I'm the mentor-mentee coordinator. I just want to add my voice to the chorus of voices to welcome you to Saba and to congratulate you upon your admission to arguably the best medical school in the Caribbean. And inarguably, the medical school which provides the best value for your dollar. At Saba University, we have a lot of resources, and one of our resources is that we have well-qualified faculty who are genuinely interested in your success. So please take advantage of that and make sure you go to them with any questions you might have. And also we have the mentor-mentee program, of which I'm the coordinator. It pairs you with students who have charted the first semester, who have navigated the challenges of the first semester, and I strongly urge you to pair up with them and seek tips for success. On that note, that concludes the ceremony today. I want to invite you guys downstairs to grab a bite.
Faculty and parents, please leave out on the right. Students, please leave out the left. Thank you.